Hey guys, before this video starts, I wanted to do some post commentary on fishing in this game, because as you guys know, I did fishing off screen, and this is just going to be a quick little video before this actual video starts of post commentary. So when it comes to fishing, usually what I do is I go to Mascalaka. I like going to Mascalaka because I can see the fish. The fish are all in the water. You can see them all. The only problem with this is that all the fish are together, so you're constantly going to have the little fish trying to take your bait. I'll be cutting through this video to show you the parts where I caught some fish. But yeah, so I was doing fishing at Mascalaka. I was using potato bait because potatoes actually catch the fish I want. And you'll see the fish I caught. I caught it one time in this video, but I caught it a bunch of times off screen. And the fish I'm looking for is called the Marden Ganarian, and also there's another one called the Baron Ganarian. And I think in this video I caught a Baron Ganarian. And the thing with catching that fish is that it's worth a lot of fishing points, so you definitely want to catch this fish. You can find it at Mascalaka at dusk and night. I think you can also find it during the day. I heard you could find it during the day. You can catch it with potatoes or poisonous apples, but I've never caught one with a poisonous apple, so I decided just to use potato bait. You can also find these fish at you can find these fish at Makateki Village. So you can find them at Makateki Village, and you can find them at Mascalaka, and that's pretty much it, I believe. So it's worth doing this to get a lot of fishing points. I just want to make this a really quick video. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on to our next post-commentary video. Okay, next up we have the Demon Shaft. The Demon Shaft is a dungeon that you unlock after you finish the game. Since I've already beaten this game quite a few times, the Demon Shaft gets unlocked once I get to Darkhaven Castle. The Demon Shaft is a 100-floor dungeon with very dangerous enemies. As you guys see, I'm looking up at the tower. It is a very cool dungeon, very challenging one, and there's a very cool secret at the very top of it, also along with a very powerful item that we can get. Now, I won't be covering the Demon Shaft right now. I'll be covering the Demon Shaft later down the road. It might be a few months, it might be a year, it might be 2 years, it might be like 5 years down the road, but at some point I will cover the Demon Shaft. But as of right now, I'm not going to be doing it yet, but we will. At some point we will. Now, with that being said, I will be going over the Demon Shaft one more time before I end this Let's Play. The very last video of this Let's Play, I actually talk about the Demon Shaft in detail, so I'll be talking more about it later. With that being said, let's go ahead and go over to our weapon upgrades. That's right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, so here we have Casey here. She has the Angel Shooter. Here I'm going to upgrade this weapon into the Angie, I guess it's called the Angie Gear. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be called the Angel Gear. They forgot to include the L in that, but it's called the Angie Gear. Very good weapon, that. So with that being said, you can see all the abilities on it. Now we're going to go over to Sal and upgrade his Satan's Axe into the Inferno. Now the Inferno is very strong. 199 attack. There you go, that's the Inferno. Very good weapon, that. It's very good. Now I'm going to slide over to the next character. Here we have Rosie. Rosie has a Odysseus armlet and Odysseus armlet. And she's going to be getting the Secret Armlet. Secret Armlet, once again, very powerful weapon, very strong, has a lot of magic attack on it. She has the ability Steal, which I got for her. After that, we're going to move on over to Dylan. Now, for Dylan, we have this weapon that was given to us by the Chief. Very weak weapon on its own. I spent a lot of time working on it. We're going to go ahead and build it up into the Terra Sword, which you guys know I did get the Terra Sword in a weapon chest, and I ended up giving the Terra Sword to Sal so that I could finish his weapon. So there you go, the Terra Sword looks great. And here we go, next clip. You guys can see there's a lot of stars there. That means that I put a lot of weapons onto this weapon. Those stars signify each weapon that was placed onto it. So here we have the Bell's Spear, which looks like a trident-like weapon. It's very strong, 220 attack. My god, it's amazing. So moving on, next over we have Amir, the Jackal. Very weak weapon, but we're going to go ahead and upgrade it. When it decides to go down, we're going to upgrade it into the Blessing Gun. Yeah, Blessing Gun. Yay, right? This is going to be a little bit of time before we actually start the video. I'm just going over my post commentary because I didn't feel like making a thumbnail for this or making an extra part, whatever. So here we have the Blessing Gun. Once again, we're going to go ahead and upgrade the Blessing Gun into or yep, game into the skunk. It's called skunk. That looks like skunk, but it's called like skulk. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So there you go. That's the next weapon. It's not a skunk. What the hell? Skulk? I don't know. Anyways, now that we got this weapon, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade it into its next weapon. It is known as the Hexa Blaster. Now the Hexa Blaster, pretty cool weapon. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade it right now. There you go. And there's the Hexa Blaster. It looks like a ray gun from like a TV show, like a cartoon, you know. So here we go. Hexa Blaster. About to finish it up. Finally, after all this time. You guys have no idea how much time I spent working on these weapons. Oh my god, it took a few days. Now we have the Supernova, and this is Amir's final weapon, the Supernova, which is a pretty cool gun. So there you go. That is it for post commentary. Let's go ahead and start this video. Hey guys, my name is JemSoulex and welcome back to some more Dark Cloud. Here we are at the Dark Haven Castle. I'll go ahead and turn around and show you as we look up at the crazy castle that the Dark Genie has made. Or actually, he lifted this off the ground, so what am I talking about? Anyways, in this episode and in the next few episodes, we are going to finish this game up. This is what I would call the finale episodes. So here we have the Chronicle Sword. Nothing much has changed besides the fact that it upgraded maybe a few times. I don't know. We got the Chronicle Sword. It has the ability Steel. We actually did get Steel on a few people's weapons, and Toan is one of them. So Steel. Here we have Casey with the Angie gear. Awesome. Steel. She has everything on this weapon. So, great. So we finished everyone's weapons. Here we have Sal with the Inferno. Very powerful. Very strong. Look at the attack on that. My god. This took some time to finish, but I got it done. Here we have Rosie with her secret armlet. Very good. Has the ability Steel. So, pretty good weapon. A lot of magic. She's a magic attacker, as you guys know. And here we have Dylan with the Barbo Spear. Finally finished. There's a lot of stars because I put so many other weapons on this weapon just to finish it. Attack is 220. That's impressive, guys. That's really great. This weapon has Steel. Awesome. Good weapon. Finally done with it. And lastly, we have Amir with his Supernova. Attack is 130, and it's finished. Everyone's weapons are done, guys. I told you I would do it. It took a lot of time. I had to do a lot of fishing. I will show all of that before this episode starts. So you'll see all that bonus stuff before this episode starts. So with that, let us now go up to the Dark Haven Castle. Okay guys, just to show you guys what I have before we go in, I have 5 water, 5 chicken, and plus the 9 over here. I'm hoping that this will be enough. I have 2 stamina drinks, some antidotes, 2 mighty heals. I'm praying that this is going to be enough. I am broke, as you guys can see. I have no money. I have no attachments. We are done with this game, so let us go. If you want to talk to this guy right here, the Fairy King, he will give you some of this stuff if you want it. Like I said, I can't afford it. But he also sells gems. I did buy a few gems from him. I wouldn't recommend you do this because it's very expensive, and you're better off just fishing for them, but that's that. So, yeah. Anyways, what I'm going to do for this dungeon is I am going to speed this dungeon up. It's a very long dungeon, and I don't want it to be too long. It's probably going to be about 20 levels, I think. So for this dungeon, guys, I'm going to speed it up. The only parts you're going to see is the parts where they force me to play as a different character. So I will slow down to show those parts where I'm forced to play as a different character. But besides that, this is going to be sped up just so that these videos don't take too long. Because trust me, they will. But finally, let us go inside the Gallery of Time. Gallery of Time, 5 years ago. Let's do this, guys. Okay guys, we're coming up on 25 minutes of this video as of recording it, not editing it. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this first part off, and the next part will continue exploring the Gallagher time. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and share. Subscribe to become a gem, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Alright, let's see. Oh, barrels, wow. Alright, let's see here. I'm just gonna walk up to him and just yeah, come here, you punk. I'm not scared of you. Oh jeez, that's a lot of damage. Come here. Ow, you jerk. If I used the stamina drink, this fight would be over even faster, but I was just like, you know what, well, nah.